I would rather go with Drake, who's my man's. I'd rather go with him than go with Roc Nation. I want no smoke.
This one's different. The rock might be crumbling. Not the building, but the empire. We're talking about Desiree Perez, CEO of Roc Nation, and her own daughter airing the family's business in court. You know, DJ Akademiks always got smoke for rappers, industry puppets, and internet gangsters. But this time, he waving the white flag. Why? Because it's Roc Nation. And apparently, they move like the hip-hop Illuminati. Ak said it himself, "I don't want no beef with these people. They deleting channels, filing lawsuits, moving like Debo on YouTube." And guess what sparked this? Desiree Perez's own daughter filed a lawsuit, allegedly accusing her mother of using her Roc Nation power to have her wrongfully institutionalized. You heard that right? Institutionalized. This ain't gossip. This is legal paperwork. Now, Ak been calling this out for years. He said Roc Nation been using bully tactics, copyright strikes, takedowns, interference with artists. Bobby Shmurda? He says Roc Nation ruined his comeback by clashing with Epic Records. Uzi? Roc Nation in his ear. Megan? Roc Nation trying to snatch her from 1501. He said they operate off Jay-Z's halo but move like a mob. But this case? It's different. This ain't no rival label beef. This is family. Desiree Perez's daughter says her mom's been abusing her Roc Nation ties to silence people, hack pages, manipulate outcomes, and even strip her own child's freedom. Allegedly, of course. So why ain't y'all hearing this on The Breakfast Club? Why ain't Joe Budden talking about this? Akademiks says it's simple. They're bought and paid for. Too many media platforms in the game are on Roc Nation's payroll. And when that happens, silence is golden.
About Roc Nation. Roc Nation currently is doing something that, for all the people who claim, it's not about Tory. Roc Nation is intentionally harassing, bullying, trying to take down many young, listen, they're not me. Again, I don't got money to bang with Roc Nation. I don't want to go to war with them. I told y'all that already. I'll apologize to JC. I'm good. I know how to pick my battles. That's why I'm undefeated in my odds, because I don't take losing battles. Roc Nation is out here deleting people's pages, bullying, doing a lot of things that in hip hop, you know, all those people who hate me, they would normally call out, but not one of them are calling those people out. So it becomes upon me, and I'm like, all of these guys that when they be talking shit about me, I let them talk shit about me, nobody ever steps in. Roc Nation is now bullying other young creators who they're reporting regular shit, and nobody's saying a word. For that reason alone, I don't know if I want to talk about Roc Nation today. You know why? Because when y'all don't hold everybody else to the fire, when they're cowards, and I stand up here and I say everything, and y'all know they criticize me and use everything to my detriment. When y'all don't hold them other cowards to the extent of it, actually, let's talk about it. Because you know what? I'll call people out. I'm a little lit. Perfect. And I'm going to challenge the Joe Budden podcast. I'm going to challenge the Breakfast Club, especially the Breakfast Club. Because a lot of y'all shit seem to be coming from a heavy Roc Nation influence place. I'm challenging the Breakfast Club, Joe Budden. And again, nothing wrong with Joe Budden's podcast, but I'm only calling them out because of their size. You guys have a very huge platform. Now, I'm trying to say, I don't want to fight no battles by myself, because half of y'all, not the people I named Breakfast Club or Joe Budden podcast, want to see me go away, but there's a bunch of other facetious members. So all the rest of them, they're just not relevant for me to name. The point is this. If I really wanted to sit back on this Roc Nation shit this week, because if I see nobody speak about it, y'all should know what it is. Roc Nation is using heavy-handed, somewhat maybe possibly illegal tactics to silence opposition or criticism of them and their employees. Remember back in the day when I started throwing up the rock and I started saying, I don't want no beef with these motherfuckers? Y'all say I'm pussy. You could call me pussy, but if I'm pussy, what are the other people who don't speak about them at all? I'm the first one who told y'all the reason Bobby Shmurda's career is in shambles is because of Roc Nation. Roc Nation did so much shicey shit with Epic. Epic wanted no parts to do with Bobby. They said, y'all go get him. But we gonna have to fight it out on a legal perspective because we own him and y'all been interfering with our contract with the nigga. So now Bobby Shmurda gets no support because it's gonna be a legal fight. They tried to do it with Uzi. They did it with Meg Thee Stallion. I've been telling y'all this. But again, let me tell you this. I'm not Jesus. I've never told you I'm Jesus. Never confuse act for the one that says, no, I'm just here to die for y'all sins. No. So when I look around and I see, ain't that Debo? And everybody was like, nah, we gonna fuck Debo up. Yo, let's ride. Everybody was ganging up with me like, all right, let's ride. I show up. I look around and say, where y'all at? Everybody at home. Everybody like, oh, I couldn't get a babysitter. I'm not fighting Debo by myself. So I told y'all I want no smoke with Roc Nation. And I still don't want no smoke with them. But I do want y'all to hold these other media outlets accountable. Let me tell you what's happening with Roc Nation. I don't necessarily care about Desiree Perez, who's the CEO. By the way, if you don't know her history, 6ix9ine first mentioned her back in the day. Desiree Perez is a woman who used to be doing things in and in accordance with drug dealing. She was working with the cartel. She was transporting drugs. She got caught. Her boyfriend or whoever else she was dealing with at the time, they were also involved in the drug trade. She took a plea and she was a state's witness. The same thing. This is why 6ix9ine was confused. Why does the industry bow to Desiree Perez, who was this is known, who cooperated against the cartel, but they're down to oust me because I cooperated against the 9 trade gangsters. At that point, everybody had every excuse. Oh, well, she's a woman. You know, you gotta treat women like retarded kids. You can't, a man snitching, problem. You can't fuck with him. A woman snitching, come on. It's a woman. All right, bet, you got it. So, 6ix9ine told us about it then. I and other people have told you about their tactics afterwards. I talked to DJ, I want to bring other people into it. When Uzi was going through all that shit, Roc Nation was in Uzi's ear, my nigga. Okay, I talked to 1501 and all those people because they sent me all the court documents. I said, why y'all got beef with Meg? Roc Nation's trying to steal it from us. Roc Nation, and again, this is not, I'm not really even attacking Jay-Z specifically. I'm just saying that organization, this is why I said, I always told you it's better to be liked than to be right. They operate under Jay-Z's credibility and love that we have for him as a cultural figure and a great rapper that really, it's a reason why that nigga said we done with Neil and we said, Colin Kaepernick, get the fuck out of here. Roc Nation's been doing some of the scummiest shit in history that if we were supposed to actually, if it was a white-owned organization and Jay-Z wasn't the face behind it, we would have said this is the equivalent to any type of slave type of corporation. But once Jay-Z is associated with it, we let everything fly. Trying to take black artists away from black independent record labels, bullying tactics, suppression. Now we're seeing in this current situation, they're using false and illegal DCMA, or is it DMCA? They're using false copyright claims to bully and harass and try to threaten to take people down that they don't speak ill of Roc Nation. I've been telling y'all this for the longest. They're the closest thing to the Illuminati. I know y'all expect to see a white face, but it's been Roc Nation all along. I've told y'all this. I'm just not willing to fight this battle by myself because with any rapper, I feel like I could take on. I watched a couple rappers. I don't think there's a rapper that's been successful against me. Not in the long run. I don't want to fight against Roc Nation. I told you, I threw my hands up. The towel's already in the ring. It's an act. You don't want the squabble? I don't want it. I need y'all, if y'all give a fuck about this when y'all tell me to speak about it, go get y'all other podcasters to speak about this. Ask the Breakfast Club why they not talking about the fact that, and if you don't know what's going on, I won't even bring it up because this is a very weird and iffy area. Desiree Perez, the CEO of Roc Nation, she has a daughter. The daughter's dating some dude she don't like. She think the dude's a bad influence, whatever. It's a mom. She started to use her power and influence that came from Roc Nation to essentially put her daughter in a mental institution hold that her daughter is now suing for. And her daughter is exposing information to say, yo, my mom, she's always used her power to bully and harass people. She hacks pages. She will do things to eliminate the criticism or the other side. I've told y'all all this. Y'all didn't give a fuck. So I know sometimes y'all couldn't be like, yo, Act, it's your turn. I'm like, no. I've been saying this. Get them to talk about it, because everybody else, and I'm not speaking, I should give some more examples, but they're irrelevant. I know half of these media outlets are funded by Roc Nation. Funded by, I want to say it again, funded by Roc Nation. They won't say a word. So when y'all tell me to come speak out, I'm like, y'all basically keep telling me that I need to go play Russian roulette every single time. It's only a matter of time before they get me out of here, right? As great as you could be, look at Floyd. Floyd could be 50-0. If he keep taking fights, against the best opponent, eventually you probably know he'll lose. The point what I'm trying to say is this. And I know you're saying, Ack, you're yapping right now. I want to pull up an article, but what I see all of these little woke motherfuckers, I see there's channels dedicated to making videos about me. If you've ever gotten a DMCA notice or DCMA notice, it never came from me. I don't use YouTube or otherwise to try to curate the conversation. I might not like it. I might call you a bozo, but I don't do that. And if you've ever heard someone say that, you should ask them to prove the filing. Hey, well, if somebody takes down your video, show us the Academy or Akademiks taking it down. I didn't take it down. Those people are probably lying if they ever said it. What I'm telling you now is that Roc Nation and their CEO, Desiree Perez, and this is why I'm not pulling up a video of theirs, and I'm only speaking. Roc Nation are out here bullying independent creators and any media platform who chooses to speak or give their opinion on something that seemingly is obvious. What is it? It seems that Desiree Perez and Roc Nation are getting exposed for their power, their reach, their manipulativeness based on a lawsuit that came out. And by the way, I think I got the lawsuit. I'm going to scroll through the lawsuit because there's nothing they could DCMA me over with the lawsuit. Okay. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I want to pull up this lawsuit. By the way, we're going to get court. There's drama going on in court. I'm here with y'all all day. Today's Monday. I ain't streaming 2 days. Y'all got me locked for 8 hours as long as y'all allow me to eat on camera, because I got to eat at some point. All right. So as long as I can eat on camera, I'm staying with y'all for at least 8 hours. Okay. I'm going to get drunk, sober, drunk again. Okay. Where is it? I'm going to find it. Anybody who follows me, send me the entire thing if you can. Let me see. Is this it? I want the entire thing to post real quick. We're not going to go through it fully, but I just want to tell y'all, because sometimes y'all think what I'm saying is non-factual. I always told you, I don't catch losses like y'all want me to, or some of the hate watchers want me to, because I know when I'm going against someone who's insurmountable. Roc Nation is not to be fucked with, and this is why when I'm giving my opinion about Tory, I say Tory won't be freed. They have a stake and an incentive to keep Tory Lanez locked up for the 10 years or to have Tory eliminated. Now, I'm not accusing them, or I wouldn't even insinuate that they would do it, but what I'm saying is that they don't want Tory here, okay? So when y'all keep saying, yo, why don't you just... Bruv, do you get what I'm saying? I've been saying this for months. I've been saying this for a year. Let me see if I can find... Oh, actually, no. It's on the Academy. The Academy.blog. We got the whole thing. Look. We got the lawsuit. We got the work. Now, I'm going to scroll through this. We ain't even going to look at it. Y'all could go on the, listen, this was so important. Usually for some civil cases and documents that we pull, you'll have to be a Patreon member to see the full thing. We just put this one for free. You don't even got to be a Patreon member. But y'all go read it. I won't even read it on stream. Everything I've been telling y'all, just go read what I said. This is her own daughter alleging these things. This ain't me. Remember, Ak is just, he's just mad because it ain't me. Her daughter, Desiree Perez, Roc Nation, do what that you will. But I'm not going to be the one walking you through something I've been telling y'all, okay? They're at the point of a little bit desperation. They're down to eliminate people's channels, file lawsuits, injunctions. And here's the thing with them. Look, this is her own daughter saying this. Do I got to read this? Unfortunately, has illegal tactics to get her way, even if it requires wearing rubber gloves, providing false information. In addition to be the CEO, she's a part owner of the company. You see the names. I don't want to keep reading it, chat, because y'all keep thinking the enemy has a Caucasian face, but I'm telling you, they have empowered somebody that has a black face that owns a company that we think is cultural. They move like the white man. I want no smoke with Roc Nation. I've told y'all this before. And if y'all ask me, I will defend Jay-Z and Desiree. Yes, call me pussy because I don't want no beef with them.
So let's get it straight. Desiree Perez, who 6ix9ine exposed years ago for being a federal informant tied to the cartel, is now being dragged to court by her own daughter. Meanwhile, the industry is treating this whole thing like it don't exist. Y'all tell us, why is Roc Nation untouchable? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. And if this video disappears tomorrow, you already know who did it.
I'll make you famous.